Hold on, bro. I got to get me some more to drink.
Nah, we rolling now.
God.
The episode. Welcome to episode 2 of the Off Work Podcast.
Hold on, yo. I'm about to give some drink, yo.
He gone.
Hold on. Keep it rolling.
This guy right here. So, quite frankly, like the first episode, be all real, was toying around with the idea. We didn't have a name for the podcast, but we came up with the title to be called the Off Work Podcast. It's alright, but everyone's off work. We always wanted to do a podcast, so that's how we're rolling. What up, Drew?
Yeah.
This dude is really wilding right now, dog. Is your man's good?
I don't know, dog. Maybe drank too much, man.
this left in the middle of the podcast talking about you want to get some water. I think.
All right, yo. All right, I'm good. What's up? What's happening with y'all fellas? How y'all feeling?
I think you got something else in your cup today, dog. That ain't water, fam.
You know, I got a little something different in the cup. You know, ready to pod.
All right.
Ready to pod.
So
hey, man.
You've been wilding all day. I'll be real. I was on Instagram, dog, and I saw your story. This dude, Drew, was chest naked. Trying to, with the thirsty pics. I'm looking at it like, I commend my man for working out. You know what I'm saying? But the shirt off, that was a little extra, dog.
Hey, look, man, I'm just trying to get my bag, man. I'm just trying to be, just trying to show you that at 31, man, I still got it on the streets, man. All right? Don't forget that, B. All right?
All right.
You got the shirt off with a scully on, dog. Wow, boy.
Doing push-ups, dog. Garage doing push-ups. I'm gonna see how much push-ups I could do today. 3. Whoa. Like he was
hey, man. Hey, look, haters gonna hate, dog. Haters gonna hate.
Hey man, I'm hating big time. So we wanna touch back on what
I gotta double back, bro, on that blueprint comment that I made, dog. I went back the other day, dog. Yeah, I gotta apologize, dog. I gotta apologize to the great Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I went back and I listened to the blueprint, dog, and I didn't realize how many hits was on that joint, dog. I hadn't listened to it in a minute because he moved everything to title. So don't take your head at me, Drew. So I don't know, but I still don't know what I would take off that list. I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't even know if X can go, and I know damn well still Maddox not going. So
X is gone, dog. Come on now.
We already talked about get him out of there.
Let's move on.
He's done. But I was basically talking about how we came up with the off work name.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope title, dog. Like I said, self-explanatory. I think it's a dope title. A dope name for a podcast in general.
Yeah. Make sure y'all follow us on the gram. Off Work Pod, OFFWORKPOD. Shout out to Just Fresh Media for the graphics.
For sure.
Did a hell of a job, with the whole logo and everything. So appreciate that, fam.
Yeah.
Oh, he a genius on the low. And before we get started with the podcast, I just want to send my thoughts and prayers to Carl Anthony Towns. He lost his mom, Jacqueline Cruz. Was that today or yesterday? And
I think it's yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he lost his mom. I just want to, send prayers out to his family during.
Sure.
Definitely, yeah. That's
yeah.
Like I said, I
Like
think go ahead.
Go ahead, Real.
No, I said I think we briefly discussed this last podcast, and I think, like I said, it's a lot of things we take for granted, especially during times like this. And like I said, this virus is definitely serious. A lot of people have been losing loved ones over it. I know 9 times out of 10 they kind of categorize it as pre-existing conditions or whatever the case, but for sure, man, like give your people their flowers while they're here, man, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So
yeah, man, it's just crazy. We're all close to our moms, and when you hear something like that, like granted, he's in the public eye, he's famous, whatever. There's a lot of people that are losing their moms during this time period. It's like 25,000 deaths right now. So yeah, but this brings me back to how we're close to our moms. So I'm thinking about, I can't even imagine what he's going through right now. So prayers to his family, and all that. So now let's get to the shits.
We gonna play outstanding or nah? We good?
We'll play our intro music, but when the quarantine ends, because let me rewind. I read earlier, I saw on CNN that they're thinking about keeping the social distancing thing until 2022. But
22?
that's what I saw earlier, dog. Like that's wild, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I told you I told people it's gonna be a while. And even when they do release us back out to the public, I think the numbers are gonna spike again. Like everyone's on, oh, it's all good. I'm out here. I think those numbers are gonna spike again. I pray not, but that's just what I'm thinking. But 2022 or whenever this quarantine ends, what's the first thing y'all fellas want to do or going to do?
I gotta go back to VA. Gotta go back.
You come back home?
Gotta come back home, man. See the fam. See my friends. You know, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna try to do, is at least plan that trip back home. Because I normally try to go like twice a year, but with everything going on, like I haven't been able to go back. Normally I go back like in the summer and for Christmas, so I'm gonna try to go back whenever this shit ends, for sure. That's the first thing.
What about you, bro? What you gonna do, dog?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
Dog?
Bro, I need to travel, bro. I ain't seen y'all boys in a minute, dog. It's been a nice little minute, dog. I'm trying to, hop on a nice little plane, get a fellas vacation, fellas trip like we normally do annually. Haven't done it in quite some time because, life gets in the way of those things. But hey, I'm just trying to kick it with my boys, man. Trying to catch up.
So the first, y'all want to travel and all that, that's cool. The first thing I'm gonna do is get a damn haircut, dog. I'm getting me a haircut, bro. Look at this shit, man. Dog, I had to wear a hat this episode, dog. Like, I'm getting a haircut. Shout out to my barber, Damien Francois. I'm getting a haircut, and then like my barber shop is on the same street as the gym. So I'm gonna get my lift some weights, you know what I'm saying? So I can take my shirtless pictures. I can be chest naked on the gram.
Chest naked.
Chest naked in the gram, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, and after that, I'm going to Waffle House. It's all on the same street, dog. After I get my workout on, I love Waffle House. I'm going to
get Waffle House now, though, can't you?
You said what?
Can't you get Waffle House now?
I'm not doing that shit.
Why?
To go.
Somebody coughing my shit? I'm good.
Bruh, they got a seal on the bag, bro.
No, I'm good on that, dog. I'm all the way good. It's like Jorel going to Chick-fil-A all the time. I'm all the way good.
Hey, shout out to Chick-fil-A, man. Y'all the realest, dog, because y'all holding the boy down while during this corona.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Y'all, man, straight up.
Can't shout them out, bro. They ain't getting us a check. Come on now.
And that's real. That's real.
So if y'all had a choice between Chick-fil-A, this is not on the list. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, or KFC, who y'all rolling with?
KFC is trash. So
yeah,
that's
I'm rolling with KFC.
KFC is horrible. Come on, dog. Chick-fil-A is not even close.
Wait. Now, why are you saying Chick-fil-A? Is it just based off the customer service? Or you think the food is actually really, really that great?
Mm-hmm.
The food is good. Chick-fil-A sauce is undefeated, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Have y'all had that wait a minute. Have y'all had that new red pepper jelly from Popeyes? I'm finna put y'all boys on to something tonight. Come on. Finna put y'all boys on to something tonight.
Chick-fil-A sauce is undefeated, dog.
All right. You can't say that until you tried it, bro.
No, my dad be wilding up in there, dog. He be like ordering like Whoppers and shit and like putting Chick-fil-A sauce on the dog. He did. I'm telling you, boy, you got tired with the Chick-fil-A sauce on this. Roger.
Chick-fil-A sauce can go on anything, bro. Come on.
And what I noticed about my dad during his quarantine, I did not know like my dad listened to ASAP Ferg, dog. Like he be listening to that shit. Like it's like
you don't go ahead.
So y'all boys to wrap up this topic, y'all boys are hopping on the plane. So y'all don't care about getting sick again. So that's the first thing y'all do is hop on the plane.
I'll be all right.
Yeah. Be straight. Everything will be all right, bro.
I'm gonna be chest naked, dog. That's I want to be like you, dog. I want to be chest naked on the ground. So I'm going to the gym. I'm getting these home workouts in. Like it's love.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So on to the next topic. I want y'all to be serious about this shit, dog. Like take this shit serious. Topic is ghosting. When is the appropriate time to ghost? And do you guys ghost chicks at all? Or have you guys been the ghostee?
To be honest,
yeah,
of course, everybody's been ghosted. That's out the gate. To be honest, I would say at this point, like we all 30 or older, so I feel like at this point, there's not really a need to ghost. Like I feel like we should be at a place where we can just be upfront and be like, yo, whatever you're gonna say to end whatever situation y'all got going. I feel like at this point in our lives and how old we are, I feel like you should be able to have that conversation.
I disagree. Not every. I would say deserve, because that's gonna make me sound on some other shit. But I don't think everyone is deserving of that conversation, depending on how much time you have invested in the situation. So if I'm talking to and we're kicking it for like 6 months, that's the conversation that needs to be had. That you're a dirtbag. You're a fucking have a conversation. But if I'm talking to a chick like a month, even 2 months, that's 8 weeks. If I'm not in the direction where it's going, if we're not vibing like that, if I don't see it going anywhere, if that's what I'm looking for, I'll ghost.
But at the same time, I agree with that statement. I'm gonna double back because at the same time, I feel like there can be a mutual ghosting, if that makes sense. For instance, let's say you text a chick like every day or whatever like that. Y'all have a conversation, and then let's say one day like you don't hit them up, and then the next day they don't hit you up either. I feel like that point the ghosting has been mutual.
Damn, nigga, after a day?
No, that's 2 days. That's 2 days. No, let's say you're texting a chick.
Don't use me. Don't use me. Don't use me.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Let's say someone is texting a chick, let's say for a month straight. Every day y'all talk. And then let's say a day goes by, you don't say nothing. Then the next day, neither one of you say anything either.
I mean, I can feel it from that standpoint.
So at that point, I feel like the ghosting has been mutual. Like, it's been 2 days. We were used to texting every day, and then at that point, I stopped. Then you didn't try either. So at that point,
that's a mutual ghost. So
what constitutes the ghosting though?
Because nobody said it. No, it was never communicated that that we're stopping.
But I'm saying though, does constituting the ghosting, is it like you smashed and dashed and that was it? Like you?
It don't even have to be that. It's just the fact that if you were talking to a chick.
Or like a situation that happened to me, many moons ago. I'm in a happy relationship. Shout out to her. Whatever. But many moons ago, I got ghosted. So I was talking to a chick. We talking every day. We texting every day. I may or may not have traveled to go see her because we, reside in different places. So we kick it for the weekend, whatever. No sexual intercourse, nothing like that. We just vibing. And I get back to where I reside, and shorty just stopped texting me, dog. I'm texting, and it wasn't directly. It was a small burn. Like when I got back, still talking. But then after that, I would text, no response. Now this is like 2008, 09, whatever, long time ago. But I thought that was ghosting. Now mind you, I was young, college kid, maybe she didn't know how to express that she didn't feel me on that level. But I feel like I got ghosted because there was no conversation, like Drew said. And 2, I would text and reach out. Not all crazy. I probably texted like twice. And ain't OD. But I probably texted like twice and no response. So I constitute that as ghosting.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I think all of us have been in that situation, though, like where a chick has ghosted us or we ghosted a chick. I mean, think about it. Like I said, you out, you dating or whatever the case may be, you single, you doing your thing, and you're going to come across a couple joints where, you know, the situation might not be as serious to you, and you move on and you end up finding somebody that you actually like, you really rock with, you know, and you end up ghosting all the other people that you used to associate yourself with. So, I mean, that's normal. That's normal shit.
Especially when you move on to a new relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to tell everybody, oh, I got a girlfriend right now, so I can't talk to you. Like, I'm just on the ignorant text. It's like most time when people get the hint.
Yeah.
Especially, I give women a lot of credit. I don't think us guys really catch the hint because some of us continue to go hard. But I think once a woman reaches out like a few times and there's no response, it's done.
Yeah. I mean, we're oblivious to that. We're idiots when it comes to that. Because we're going to keep trying, dog. I mean,
I don't think we're idiots. I just think we don't care.
I mean, that's true, too.
So I think, and this is the next topic, unless y'all want to, y'all have anything to add to that?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
So I think during this quarantine time, a lot of cats, I think, will reach back to old joints they used to talk to. Now, there's a lot of cats probably getting lucky with this because at the end of the day, everyone's bored. So if the chick don't respond to the text, it's a wrap. Y'all want to add to that? What's up? If y'all,
I feel like I'm on the opposite end of that. I feel like this is the perfect time for you to like reach out to somebody new and like try to establish that relationship. Because I feel like we're at a point where like the problem with like a lot of relationships and why they're so good at the beginning is like it's the honeymoon phase. Like you're going out, like you're going on dates, whatever, this and that. You're like whining and dining them if that's your bag or whatever, like anything, going to the park, whatever date bag you want to get into. And then after, let's say like a few months, it just gets to normal. Where like some of that shit has stopped and then that honeymoon phase is over. But now the date shit isn't an option. So now let's say you have somebody coming over, like it's getting down to the bare bones of it. Like it's just you and her kicking it. And like you just feeling out the vibe. So I feel like now is the perfect time because if y'all can vibe just in the house not doing shit, then it's gonna be much easier when this shit is over and then y'all can go out on dates and stuff. So it's like doing shit the opposite way.
Bro, the quarantine though definitely has niggas reaching back to old joints.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying at the other end of that, I feel like it's also a good time to start talking to somebody new.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with you from that standpoint, but also, the reason why you reach back to the old joint is because sometimes you want to repair those relationships. Sometimes you really do want to repair those relationships, bro. I mean,
that could be the case, but I feel like most of the time, like you just, like you said, you're bored.
See, my thing is, like, especially at a time like this, like, how do you actually get to know that person if you can't go out? Because, like, if women, ladies, if you don't take any advice from me, take this advice. Don't go over dudes' cribs that you don't know them.
mm-hmm.
Right?
Now you potted.
Sisters, like, you don't know what can happen. You don't know if he's a killer, rapist, whatever. Like, don't put yourself in that position. Especially at a time like this, because he can give you coronavirus. You don't. So maybe I'm tripping, but I'm like, just don't do that. So my thing is, okay, so to backtrack, I think it'll be a difficult time to get to know someone in a time like this because you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Is at the house.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree with you 100%. I mean, what's the point of? All right, well, let me double back. You can't say what's the point of getting to know somebody because you got to get to know them regardless. But there's not much that you can do because there's not any interaction with that person face to face. Me, I'm the type of person that is like when I'm talking to somebody, I like to be face to face with them to kind of see, their body language or their reaction and stuff like that. And so that's super important to me. See, but the thing is that people, when they reach back and they double back on the joint that they used to talk to, they kind of already have the game plan as to how that person is, and they kind of already know those mannerisms of that person. So it makes it more comfortable to have that genuine conversation with them than to go to a new joint and try to create something that may not possibly be there. If you feel what I'm saying.
What did we say earlier, though? Because I commend Drew. Drew's the type of dude where once he's done with a situation, he's done. And like my uncle said, in order to be king, you can't go back. I don't know what he meant by that, but Drew is the poster child for once he's done, he's done.
Yeah. He is. I give him that 100%. I give you roses when they do. Congratulations. I wish we had an applause button.
Okay. So Drew talked about the honeymoon phase. Like, how long does that phase last for? Depend on the circumstances and the situation. Like, how does that work?
Dog, we was talking about that today, dog. And see, that's the biggest problem with relationships, bro, because you don't know, bro. Like, there's so many different expectations from so many different people, is that you don't know what's real and what's not real. It's like you actually have to go through some shit in order to know when the honeymoon phase is actually over with, or like who that person actually is. Like, I've been in multiple relationships, like where everything was great. I could see myself with that person, for the rest of my life. And then, we ended up hitting a hard spot or whatever the case may be. And shit didn't work.
I know you was drinking, dog. Don't start crying and shit now. I'll never let you live that down. And we ain't editing it out. If you start crying, edit it. You know what I'm saying? She loved me. My motherfucking cousin.
Oh shit, Drew's gone. Oh,
he
he's
got
back.
The bag.
He's back. He's back.
Got the bag.
What you think, Drew?
It's hard to say. I don't think there's like a pinpoint time frame you can put on it. I think it's gonna depend. It's just gonna depend on like how often do y'all see each other, stuff like that. How quickly is it moving? I'll probably say like, is 3 months too long? Too short?
Too short.
That's too short. That's too short.
Too short?
Too short. For sure.
6 months?
Too short.
Too short. Honeymoon phase is typically 6 months to a year at the very least.
A year?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think it's a year, dog, because I think within that year, within a year's time span, like I said, everyone, when I'm talking, it's not, everyone's different. I'll leave it at that. But typically, I think within a year's time frame, you can see that person truly is. Because if you faking the funk, you can't do that for a year. If you're really good, you can do it for 9 months.
Yeah.
But within a year, you're going to experience some shit with that person. You're going to see their moods. You're going to really get to know them on a level. I think the honeymoon phase will start.
Why is Drew hitting us with a light skin face right now, dog? You squinting your eyes right now, man. Hey, man, I like the way you looking at me in the camera, man. I don't feel comfortable right now.
Dog, it's bright in here, man.
Hey, man, don't be trying to set the mood on us, dog.
That's bright.
But so going to the next topic, dog.
Hey, did you just crack a Sprite?
Going to the next topic, dog. I think what was the most embarrassing moment y'all had growing up?
Man.
So I would probably, all right, so back in it had to be middle school, maybe. Yeah, it had to be middle school. Like, everybody would go to the bus stop, like before school, whatever. You would just be kicking it with the people like at your stop. So like we would go to the bus stop, and somebody can vouch for this. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head, but so we used to play this game at the bus stop where like half of us would be on one side of the street, the other half would be on the other side. And we would have a tennis ball and we would try to throw it under cars driving by to the team on the other side.
It's a white boy shit, dog.
So,
hey, Drew's always been different, bro. He's always been different, bro.
All right, fast forward, it's my turn, right? So I go up. I'm like, all right, I got this. I wind that shit up, try to throw that shit smacked the side of this dude's door so hard. That shit was loud as hell. This dude, like, keeps driving maybe like 20 more feet, slams on the brakes. He starts, like, reversing his car. Dog, I take off. I run all the way home, bro. Went straight home. Grabbed my book bag, ran home. Everybody was like, yo, where you going? Where you going? I'm like, dog, I'm going home. I'm not letting this dude come back and get me. So I run all the way back home to the crib. And then I tell my mom, like, yeah, I missed the bus. Like, it was already gone. So she had to take me to school. So get to school. Everybody's like, yo, what happened? I'm like, oh, I ran home. My mom took me to school.
So I don't know if my story can live up to that story. Drill over there dying, dog.
Hey, Drew be wilding, bro. Drew stay wilding.
I don't get it.
Did the dude hop out the car and yell at you?
Not, but he was reversed. Like, he was coming back for me. Like, why else would he reverse?
You outran the car?
What?
Did you outrun the car?
Did I what?
Did you outrun the car?
Of course. No, by the time he reversed, dog, I was halfway home. What you mean, dog? I took off. As soon as I saw him reverse, I was gone.
No, so I don't think my story can live up to that story. But
I got another one too. But I got another embarrassing story too. But go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, take the floor. The floor is yours, dog. The floor is yours, my brother.
All right. So this next one, this was actually recently. This was probably like 2013 maybe. 20. What the fuck is? No, this is like probably.
Hey, yo, we're talking about, dog. If you knew how little this nigga Drew was, for this nigga to outrun a car, bro, it's absolutely ridiculous. Hey, for this nigga to outrun a car, bro, is crazy in itself, bro. But go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you finish, bro.
Oh. All right, so I got another embarrassing story for y'all. I actually don't think I've ever told y'all this story. So this might have been, let me think. I want to say it was sometime in high school. It might have been like sophomore year, freshman year, something like that in high school. There was like this party, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was at Midtown Community Center.
Yeah.
I think it was like somebody's birthday party, I think it was. So like during this time, like freshman, sophomore year, like I was mad little, mad short. So like when it came to parties, like I never used to like try to like dance with girls and none of that, because like I was short, so I'm like, I'd rather just not even get rejected, so I'm not even gonna try. Like, so I just used to chill or whatever. So there's this party, right? And we go, and like there was this girl, dog, her ass is crazy, like stupid. And I knew it was way too much for me. But if I recall right, like my friends were like hyping me up, like just do it. So I went. I tried to get the twerk right. And it just so happened that like I thought I was on a wall for like extra support, but it was like a file cabinet. So like when she started, like my head was like, my head started, my head started hitting the file cabinet. No, Yo, that shit was loud as hell. Like, it was bang, 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 like against the file cabinet. And like everybody was looking like, what the fuck is going on? Fam, I tried to dip off, dog. It was no good. It was no good, dog. I should have just.
Who was there? I gotta hear like this story from someone else too, dog. Like who's there?
It was Jorel.
Tears in his eyes, dog.
The other Jorel and Brandon might have been there. I don't know. I can't. Somebody was there. Somebody that we know it was there at that party. Jorel Johnson, I think for sure was there. He will probably know, but
you can't say his government name on the pod, dog.
Why not?
Hey, look, that's a quick shout out. Shout
out real, but for real, I think for sure he was there. But dog, that shit was so loud, and it felt like the whole party stopped and was just looking at me. I should have just listened to myself. Should have never done it.
So, my embarrassing story, dog. So, I'm gonna set the scene for y'all, dog. So, it's freshman year of college, right? ODU. We all there, whatever, chilling. First night in college, bruh. So, I'm feeling like I'm fresh. I got like my G Unit sneakers, limited. my baggy ass pants, my 5 tall tee, and my baggy ass fitted hat, dog.
No, hold on. You were freshman year, high school or college?
Nah, college. I was ODing at that point. I was still in OD mode.
We was off that in college, bro.
I was on that, dog. I was still on that, dog. So
nah, dog. We was off that, bro. But come on, go ahead.
So we going to a party, dog, and you know, like Hampton Boulevard, where that what was that? A gas station on Hampton Boulevard, where you cross over there to where Chicho's is at. So I'm crossing like the main road, bro, and like that little median in the middle of the road. So we crossing over. I tripped over that joint, dog. My sneaker flies in the middle of the street, dog. My fitted hat on the opposite side of the street, dog. I'm feeling mad weak out here, dog. Everybody sitting there laughing, dog. It was crazy, dog. So that'll have to be like my most embarrassing story, because like even to this day, we talk about freshman year, that's all cats bring up, dog. And my second joint, believe it or not, this joint happened recently, dog. So like,
I mean, you do wear size 15, so that's probably why. Just like in Houston, dog.
The nigga created an earthquake with a motherfucker tripping over the curb.
Bro, we went to Houston, dog. This is like probably our first trip to Houston. We go to the shoe store, right? We all like looking at shoes. Right? And then this dude, we like, yo, Jarvis, get these. These shoes is tough. He's like, should I? And I'm like, yeah, dog, come on. Me and Jorel are there too. Me and Jorel like, yeah, get these sneakers, dog. They tough.
Bro, he's so tight he left, bro.
He was like, all right, I wear 15 though. They probably don't have them. Like, there's no point in asking. I'm like, dog, just go up there and ask. So he calls the employee over. He was like, yo, y'all got these in a 15? He was like, all right, let me check. So while he's back there, Jarvis is like, man, he ain't got them joints in a 15. There's no way. Dog, this dude comes out the back with this big ass box. Slams. He drops the shits on the counter. 15? Yep. Dog. This shoe was so big. You still got them joints, Jarvis?
Oh yeah. The Paytons? Yeah, dog.
Dog, go grab them right quick. Go grab them, dog. Go grab the viewers, dog. Go grab. Nigga gonna take up the whole. Nigga camera gonna be gone, dog. With this shoot.
Oh man.
Oh, yo, man.
Can I tell my story, please? Can I please tell my story?
Hey, go ahead, dog.
Can I tell my story?
Go ahead, dog.
Yeah.
Already trying to embarrass me. So This should happen recently, dog. It's like within the last year. I definitely didn't tell y'all this story, dog. So I'm on my little 1-2, my little coffee date joint, whatever, right? So this is our first date, mind you. So I'm talking to her, whatever. I'm starting like, gotta take a shit. You know that feeling you get? So I'm sitting like, okay, cool. Like, I'm trying to get up out of here real quick. So she's trying to stay and talk. So I got to the point where I had to go to the bathroom, dog. I kid you not, bro. I was in that bathroom, dog. I had diarrhea for like 2 minutes, dog. Like, he texted me like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything's good. Like, I'll be out like 5 minutes. So this one, I'm getting more embarrassed. But you know when you gotta survive?
You was acting like Smokey, dog. You was acting like Smokey on Friday, dog.
I had to survive, dog. So she calls me. She's like, I'm starting to get worried about you. Is everything okay? Like, do I need to get something for you? So, dog, I had to go to Walgreens, dog, give me some Pepto, dog. Like, that was in the last year, dog. In the last year.
She stayed the whole time?
Yeah, like 40 minutes. It was like 45 minutes, dog.
Hey, yo, no cap. No cap, bro. She's a keeper, for real.
She's a real one for that, dog.
Yeah, she looked out.
No comment. But she's a keeper for someone. Not me, but for someone else. Yeah, there's always someone for someone. You know what I mean?
I hear you, big guy.
Even y'all had girlfriends at some point in time. I never thought y'all boys, had girls. Well, y'all was laming it out. But she's a keeper for someone else, all right? Leave it. Shout out to her.
Dog, so I think, dog, Jarvis, I know you remember this story, dog. So I think it was my first year at ODU, dog, because I had transferred, obviously. So I needed a haircut bad, dog. It was, dog, it was bad, dog. So obviously I didn't know no barbers on the south side, out in Norfolk. And one of my homeboys told me to go to this barber shop, dog. Like
Dejan.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah. Dejan, you definitely set me up, dog. I got to get you back for that one, matter of fact. But he told me to go to this barber shop, and I was like, all right, best. Cool, da-da-da-da. So, I asked for the low Caesar, whatever the case may be. Actually, it might have been a tent fade. That's neither here nor there. Dog, this dude was cutting my hair, everything gravy. I'm over here talking to him and whatnot. And, bro, he pulls the mirror out, bro. And mind you, like back then, dog, my hairline was good. It ain't good no more, dog. It's not where it needs to be anymore, dog. But my man had my shit all the way back.
Praise going out, dog.
All the way back, bro. So I'm looking at him and I'm just like, yo, this can't be my haircut. Like, yo, this really cannot be my haircut right now, dog. I was like, bro, I got to go back to school, bro. I got to see Jarvis. I got to see BJ, Rob, Chad, Shot, like all my boys, dog. And I know they're going to clown me for this. So, dog, like I ended up wearing a hat, dog, for like a goddamn 2 weeks straight. But mind you, I had to run into these dudes. Like I said, Jarvis and BJ. I'm in math class, dog. I'm in math class. And these boys are in my window pointing at me laughing, dog.
Y'all know I laugh, dog.
Dog.
Y'all know I'll give it up.
Dog, in the middle of my math class, dog, I'm mad as hell. I'm like, get the hell up. Yo, move, yo. I'm embarrassed as hell, dog. No, that might have been like the dirtiest setup ever. So, Dejan, I definitely got one coming your way, dog.
Speaking of barbers in Norfolk, remember that nerd-ass barber tried to joke on me about my big feet? Like, yo. And he wasn't talking to me directly, Drew. He's like, yo, if this nigga right here like trying to creep up on me, and he step on a peanut, everybody gonna hear that. He can't even creep up on nobody. Shout out to them, dog. Steph, man, all the dudes in the barbershop in Norfolk, dog. Like, shout out to them, but he got me, dog. I ain't gonna fret, he got me. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention was that Last Dance documentary. Like, that shit was tough. Like, I don't know about how y'all felt about it, but like to me, like it brought back like a lot of like childhood memories. And especially like I know on your story, Jorel, you talked about like the Bulls theme music.
Absolutely.
Right? Like It was tough, dog. It was some good insight on there. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it's really for the younger generation, to be honest. Like, just to kind of highlight the greatness of Michael Jordan. Shit,
Michael Jackson.
Bruh. I'm jumping ahead to the battle, but
You still that Tootsie slide, dog. You still the Tootsie slide.
I'm jumping ahead to the battle, but yeah, it's really for them I feel like, to appreciate the greatness of Michael Jordan. Like, they really didn't get to experience that. Like, for the people younger than us, and I feel like it's for that whole crowd that thinks like LeBron is the best player ever. Like, this is just another feather in the hat, I guess you can say, for Michael Jordan, just to show like what he had to go through. Like, the fact, like, Scotty, this nigga was hurt, didn't want to get his surgery, so he had to wait for him to come back. Then they previewed next episode where it's like Dennis Rodman wants a vacation in the middle of the season. Like,
That's wild.
like, Jordan's dealing with all this, all at the same time your coach ain't coming back next year. Like, all these things are hanging in the balance, and like, you still go through all this and win a chip. Like, it just shows the greatness of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the documentary was definitely everything that I expected to be. It was definitely nostalgic. Obviously, like I said, I posted on my story. Jarvis already talked about, but with me talking about the '90s, the Bulls, theme music of them, the introduction and everything like that, and seeing them get their rings and all that stuff. Like, I still remember that like it was yesterday when I was a kid watching that, with my people. So definitely brought back great memories. But I'm 100% on board with you, dog, with piggybacking. I think it's to show like the younger generation as to that what Jordan, the competition that Jordan had to go through. Obviously he didn't go through a watered down Eastern Conference. He obviously had to go through tougher competition, arguably tougher competition, I will say, in the finals. And like I said, through the Eastern Conference. So that it just shows to Jordan's greatness. Obviously, he's an icon globally, probably the most globally recognized athlete of all time. And we're still wearing his shoes. Here we are, 30 plus years old. And granted, we were little kids when he won his last championship, but here we are still wearing, rocking his gear and stuff like that. So, and our kids will probably still be rocking it too. So,
Man, one thing I'm tired of, though, is like how they try to pit like LeBron versus Jordan. Like, that argument is played out. And I think you can't even like argue like players from different generations. And they seem to only pit like black men against each other. Like, LeBron is great in his own right, and Jordan is great in his own right. And ESPN, like, they just like thrive off of that. Like, always like pit LeBron versus Jordan. Was Kobe better than Jordan? Like, they're three legends, three different generations. Like, I think when you debate players, if that's your thing, you should debate like players within the same era. Like, there's no way you can prove who's better unless you're talking about. So if you bring rings for Jordan, people are like, well, he look who he played. He played against white guys. There were store managers. Like, to me, and then also the documentary kind of showed me like how today is like a players' league, and back then it really wasn't. So they touched on like Scotty's contract, how he signed that crazy. It was like
7 years. 7 years for 18 million.
18 million.
Yeah.
Like, they talk about how he had to basically was stuck in the contract, and I had one of my young boys, like my young cousin, hit me up like, well, if Jordan was like so powerful, how come he didn't like go to the front office and try to get them to change Scotty's contract? What I was trying to say is, like, even at the height of his fame, I don't think players back then had the power to control the situations. Where you see players today, like, they're demanding trades, and they're getting that because I feel like the players nowadays have the leverage because it's a players' league. So,
absolutely, and I also think that, of course, social media has a lot to do with that too. In today's game, back then in the '90s in Jordan's era, there wasn't a social media, platform where players could express themselves and have that close personal connection with fans and things like that. So, like I said, the era is just totally different. I agree with you 100% that it's difficult to compare LeBron and Jordan when both guys are great players on the court. But in my opinion, I feel that, LeBron is definitely the better individual off the court, with opening up schools and giving back to the community and doing a lot of things back in Akron, you know what I'm saying? So, and the thing that I hate too is that just because you say that one person is better than the other, it doesn't mean that the other person is not great. It just means that, you know what I'm saying? It just means that we think that the other person is just a better basketball player all around. That's it.
Yeah.
And it like speaking of like the compare, like one thing you can compare, and we saw the versus battle with Babyface and Teddy Riley. So the first part, Teddy, they had to reschedule it. So if you're like been living under a rock and you're tuning into the podcast right now, like
hold on, can you hear me? Yo, can y'all hear me? Yo, I don't think they can hear me. Yo. I don't think they can. Hold on. Yeah. Adam. Hold on. Adam.
Right, them dudes definitely didn't know what they was doing, dog. That's the old heads are so out of touch, dog. With technology, dog, it don't make no sense.
And Teddy Riley was old. Like the first time, like this dude had to do like a real like live concert in the battle, dog. I'm sitting there like I appreciate Teddy Riley for like trying to go hard, but like sometimes in life, like being like simple as opposed to like extravagant is better. Like keep it simple. Sometimes I feel like he failed to do that. It's a mess. But
Babyface was sitting there the whole time, like, what is this nigga doing? Like, well, like, what is he doing?
And you hear at the end, he was like, we'll come back in 30 minutes. And I'm not Teddy Riley. Babyface was like, nah, it's over. It's over. Like he was tired of it, dog.
He wasn't trying to hear no more of that bullshit, dog.
Yeah, bro.
So, but like part 2, like it really showed. I don't want Teddy Riley to be a joke, especially for like the young kids who don't really know about the impact he made. So like the part 2 or the one that they rescheduled for Monday, that was super dope. And to me, y'all seen that meme where it's like, so the perfect example or of the battle was when someone was like, Babyface is the wedding and Teddy Riley's music is the reception.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like that analogy when talking about, you know, their styles.
Yeah. I mean,
go ahead. Yeah, so when I went and looked at the battle, dog, like everything that Teddy Riley was playing was basically R&B dance music, dog. Like anything that our parents like played, like obviously growing up, you know, like I said, Babyface did too, obviously with hits. Those are like more like slow jams, but like I'm talking about like parties when you're having, you know, cookouts and stuff like that with your people back in the day. I didn't know that Teddy Riley had all those hits that he was associated with, bro. And that, like I said, it was just amazing and astonishing to see somebody put on those many hits throughout that course of time when 90s R&B is just like timeless in itself. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with what Jarvis said. Babyface definitely had more ballads. I feel like damn near almost probably like 75% were ballads, I feel like, with Babyface. So it was kind of a weird dynamic for a battle, where you have more of the faster stuff with Teddy Riley, and the slow jams with Babyface. Like I feel like it doesn't match up well with one another. I mean, at the end of the day, it's music, so it's gonna come down to like your opinion and what you vibe with more. But like some of the stuff, like I'm gonna step out on the ledge here. Boys to Men are corny. They're corny. All right, they're corny, dog. I don't want to hear End of the Road. I don't want to hear that. First of all, this shit's been played out way too much. Like I don't want to hear that anymore. Like
no, you can't say they're corny. Just say they're not your cup of joe.
No, they're corny. If someone plays End of the Road, I'm like, yo, turn this shit off immediately. Like that shit is, I don't know, dog. It just gives me a bad feeling for some reason. I don't like hearing it. So for me,
bro, we're trying to get fans. We're not trying to keep people away.
I'm being honest.
I already messed up last episode with my
I'm being honest.
Harlem Nights.
And obviously, I had to double back on the blueprint. So
I gotta be honest, bro. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it in 2020.
Okay, so let's get off that. I like Boyz II Men. I don't think they're corny. Their music is timeless. Do you think they're corny as people or their music is corny? Like let's what are you talking?
I would say the music is corny.
Wow.
I don't really know about them enough as people, like to really judge them. But I'm just saying, I respect them for what they've done. I just don't want to hear it.
That's a bold statement,
I
dog.
don't want to hear it no more. I would much rather go with Teddy Riley in terms of his catalog, and I would listen to that before I listen to Babyface.
So for the people that are listening right now on Spotify, that's the views and opinion of Drew. Just Drew it on Instagram. That is not Jarvis at all.
At me, we can debate it.
For me, I thought the battle's over when Babyface played "Can We Talk" by Tevin Campbell. Can we talk for a minute? That when he played that, I didn't have to hear anything else after that, dog.
That's OD. That's OD.
Personally, and I feel like when we're talking about battles, like personalities have to come in. Like Babyface was like using mad shade. He had his like Grammys in the background and his cologne, wine or whatever. Like Babyface was like really in his jam sport, dog, and he was like,
Some of the shit was whack though.
He said, "I don't remix." He said, "Oh, you remix? Oh, that's cool. I don't remix." Like he was being mad shady, dog. Oh, damn, that's nice. That's good.
But some of that shit was whack when he was like, "Oh, that's a good song. It makes me want to eat some Skittles." Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
So you have Teddy. Like for me, the first round, I had Teddy winning like 7-4. So for me, I picked Babyface, "Love Should Have Brought You Home" by Tony Braxton instead of "Right Here."
Are we really going through this track by track?
No, we ain't gonna do that. There's 50 songs. But yeah, so I have Teddy Riley winning "Make It Last Forever" over Keith Sweat. With Keith Sweat over "As Soon as I Get Home." That was close though.
Yeah.
And I feel like Rocksteady and Just Got Paid, I feel like they're very equal.
Rocksteady. I mean, first of all, I mean, I had Teddy Riley winning, but I had it like damn near tied up until the very when the shit cut off and then they went like on their own. Yeah. I had it damn near tied until that.
But Drew, so just to touch back on your Boyz II Men joint, you don't like "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men?
Corny.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous content right now.
I'm good on that. I don't. It's just me. It's my opinion. I don't want to hear Boyz II Men. I don't want to hear it. I don't know.
If you had a Day 26 album, Boyz II Men album, which one you roll with?
First of all, I'm not listening to either in 2020.
So Drew thinks Day 26 is corny. And corny.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Teddy Riley didn't even play "Remember the Times."
He did, but that was when he was on his own. That was the last song he played.
That don't count.
Yeah, it was.
It was battle.
He played it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The battle got cut off before they had their 20 songs. The battle got cut off at like 16.
Ooh, no diggity, no doubt. Oh man, yeah. I feel like so now I see what you're talking about. So you're judging the songs they played on their own too.
I'm including that in the full battle, and if you include that, that's why I have Teddy winning because I had it damn near tied until that.
So you think Teddy won the battle overall?
Yeah, based on the songs that they played after it cut off and they were on their own. I feel like I would because I had it damn near tied before then.
I mean, to be honest with you, I could probably roll with that.
And Remember the Time is the best song out of all these, by the way. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that?
Remember the Time?
Best song out of all of it.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with you on that statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
making sure y'all not crazy.
I'm partial because Michael Jackson's like my favorite artist of all time. So, but yeah,
I mean,
I'm going with that as the best overall song.
Yeah, you kind of look like dark skinned Michael a little bit.
Hey, I'm gonna show my Michael moves, dog. Hold on, dog.
no, but don't forget, Jam was up there too, dog. Teddy did Jam with Michael too. That joint was tough.
That whole New Jack Swing era, dog. That's how I'll say it was a tough out because we're looking at slower songs and ballads versus like a lot of like New Jack Swing. And Teddy, at first, because there's like a lot of arguments between like growing up in Virginia, between like New York dudes and VA dudes. Like we claim Teddy because he lived in Virginia for he still resides in Virginia. So after he messed it up the first time, I was like, hey, New York, y'all can have him. But we claim the Teddy, dog, in VA. It's that VA lineage, dog, with the producers like Bean.
You got to. Yeah, for sure.
Timbaland, like the list goes on. We include him in that list for sure.
Yeah.
So one of the things that the fellas and I talked about was like a segment, like how we end the podcast. And then that segment is called like what you been on. So we're gonna go around like asking, what we've been on, whether it's music, just in general, what we've been on. So I'm gonna start off. What I've been on is my boy Tristan from my group chat. He put me on the Kiana Lede. That album is tough. So I've been on that. I'm reading a book called A Simple Path to Wealth. So during like the quarantine, like I've been starting to invest more in stocks and read up on stocks. So if you try to like learn about like stocks or what have you, like pick up A Simple Path to Wealth. Like it's a quick, easy read. I've been prepping for Ramadan. I've been watching like a lot of 90s basketball. I gotta tell you, dog, like, listen.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You cannot talk about the Jordan doc and then try to double back on 90s basketball. So don't do that.
I don't want to watch Dale Davis foul Charles Oakley 5 times in a game and watch a 72-69 game. Like 90s basketball was a brutal watch on my eyes. Like I literally like got a headache from watching that shit. And like I said, I'd rather watch basketball today than 90s. Keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like the lack of spacing.
So this dude is the same dude that just came on this podcast and talked about how great the Jordan doc was.
Exactly.
And about how much it meant to him growing up and how Jordan is the GOAT. And then he's gonna come back here. He's gonna come back here and he's gonna double back.
Dog, those Knicks teams in the 90s were just brutal to watch, dog. Like, I'm sorry. Like that 90s era to me was trash. On the eyes. I'm not saying like fundamentally, stuff like that. I'm talking about on like as far as like it being a bad watch. But that's what I've been on. So, Drew, what you been on? I ain't gonna let y'all gang up on me. Fuck out of here.
Crazy dog. I can agree with you. I can agree with you on the watch because people naturally just want to see more offense, more scoring, more dunks, all that. So I can see where you're coming from with the watch, but it was just the type of basketball they played was just a lot tougher. Like that's why it's hard to watch. Like you getting hand checked, you getting catching the elbow anytime you drive to the rack. Like it's hard to score. That's why the games are low scoring, which goes back to Jordan. But we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, and I have a Jordan on. Like people act like Jordan was like terrible on the Wizards. I was watching some of the Wizards game too. Like Jordan was eating for the Wizards. The pieces around, like he was like 38, 39 and still putting in work.
Yeah, Jordan was averaging like 22 his last year in the league.
And 25 the year before that.
Yeah, so let's not get ridiculous. That's why Jordan's the GOAT. But go ahead, Drew.
All right, so
what you been on?
Let's see. Lately, in terms of music, I'm still listening to the Giveon Take Time, I think it's called, project. That's the dude that sang on Drake's Chicago Freestyle, for those of you that don't know. Definitely check that out. I think it's an EP. Still on Party's album. Party Mobile. Just to let y'all know, better than the Weeknd's album, but we can save that for another pod if y'all want.
Yeah, we won't say that because I'm rolling with the Weeknd, but go ahead.
And then also Division's new album is super tough. So DVSN, for those that don't know, you can just search it on Apple Music, DVSN, you can find it. But yeah, their recent project, that's just tough as hell too. In terms of shows, I still got to start Ozark season 3. I've heard great things about it, so excited to get started with that. Also, Insecure on HBO is about to come back, so definitely got to watch that. Season 4, I think, for Insecure. So definitely excited.
They already got 2 episodes that came out. I'm about to catch it tonight. Yeah.
Oh damn. So yeah, Insecure for sure. One of my favorite shows. So yeah, that's the main things I've been on lately.
Yeah. So I can definitely roll with you on that Division album. Division album is definitely tough. There's a single that's out by Cousin Stiz right now called Vendetta. That joint is tough. Listening to Larry June's project, Adjust to the Game. It came out about March time frame, so I guess kind of still relatively new.
Willie put me onto that.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Willie, dog, because Willie be knowing about his music, but yeah, Larry June is definitely tough. And then as far as Netflix, I've been watching All American. I caught up on that, season 2. Love All American. I know Drew hates it. But All American it's a great storyline for those of you who have not watched it. I suggest you watching it.
What about the acting?
I mean, the acting is subpar, but I mean, I enjoyed it. The storyline is what makes it, so that's why I enjoy it.
Oscar-worthy acting. I love low-budget black stuff.
If y'all loved UPN back in the day and those shows that came on UPN, it's a perfect show for you. You'll love it.
Dog, don't do that. Don't act like UPN had the shows back in the day like Moesha and the Parkers, dog. Don't do that.
Acting was trash.
Don't do that, dog.
Half. What was that with Flex?
Yeah.
Come on now. We're talking about the acting. I'm talking about the acting.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't be racist, Drew. Just because they black, that mean they can't act? Is that what you're trying to say, brother? Huh?
Hey, bro. I'm keeping it real, dog. The acting was not good.
Yeah, so to
Black Lightning. Wait a minute. Black Lightning's up there. Jarvis's show, Black Lightning.
Yeah.
He's on the CW. Come on, dog.
Yeah, you're helping my point. Please keep going. keep naming them, dog. You're helping me out.
Oh man, y'all boys are crazy.
So to close out episode 2 of the Off Work podcast, I just want to thank everyone that has subscribed to our YouTube channel, everyone who has took out time from their day to support us and to watch the episode, everyone to send us feedback, everyone that has followed our page on Instagram. You're gonna see it right there on the bottom left-hand corner. Check us out on IG. I just appreciate the love, man, because honestly, like, this is something that we randomly thought of and we decided to run with. So I appreciate everyone that has supported us, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure y'all follow us. Again, it's in the bottom left, our handle on IG. Share with your friends. Like that, at this point, like, we're just trying to spread the word about the podcast. So yeah, we would definitely appreciate it if you share with your friends on Instagram. Tell them to watch it on YouTube, or, whatever you listen on Spotify, however you digest your podcast. We're there pretty much. So yeah, just help us out on this journey. We're just getting started.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna repeat what these two kings said. Just follow the pod. And then, like Jarvis said, shout out to the healthcare workers, man. Shout out to everybody holding it down right now, who's, on the front line, putting themselves in danger every single day to, try to get this disease under control. So shout out to them.
And remember, you off work and we off work. We out. All right?